So I did something a little bit weird this morning, but I had told myself yesterday morning that if I had this feeling to do something nice for someone, it wasn't weird and just to go for it. So I did. Trusted myself, trusted that feeling from yesterday with the painting, the woman at the hotel, which I might mail it to her as a postcard anyway. But so yesterday around sunset, I hiked the nature trail up to the bluff so I could overlook the Rio Grande. And it was beautiful. It's just lovely. I took some pictures. I'll show you. There's these beautiful, really tall grass things that you walk through in this little bridge, and I was just fascinated by those. So took a lot of good pictures with my camera and loved it. So on the way, I was going up. I passed this tiny little family on the way down, a little foursome. It was a man and a woman. They were partners, obviously, probably husband and wife. And then they had two littles, like little bitties, 2.5, 3.5, somewhere in there, two of them, all bundled up in their little matching coats, and sweet, sweet little family. So as I passed them, I had these guys on. These are my ear muffies that my friend, my wonderful, amazing friend Jane got for me. My travel ginger buddy. So if you've seen our series of Two Gingers Take on Italia or other videos, Two Gingers, that's her. Anyway, she went to Peru. I did not go on that trip. And she brought me back this along with some other amazing things. So I walk by all bundled up, got my coat on, and the man says to me, "Oh man, I really need your earmuffs. It's cold up there," because it was really windy on the bluff and I was headed up. And I said, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, you can't have them, I need them." So as I walked past, I thought to myself, well, I can make some. I have yarn, I have crochet hooks, I have the ability to crochet. So I finished my walk, thought about that quite a lot actually, got back to Josephine, and I was like, you know what, I'm doing it. I'm following this feeling. It's, maybe something that he really truly needs, and it's going to be cold the next few days. So I did. I took a few hours, made, a fairly rudimentary pair of these. It fit my head, so I hope it fits his head. It's green because that was the color of yarn that I had, and so I hope he likes green. So I put a little card in it. I don't know these people's names, so I just, hello. Made you some earmuffs. Hope they fit. Hope you like green. Stay warm. Spread kindness. Most sincerely, a stranger/friend. And this morning I delivered them. So I felt a little awkward walking up to their camper. I saw where they walked on the way down. I just happened to be behind them by a clip, so I got to see where their camper was, which was just right there. It's very conveniently placed. And so I went. I heard some rustling around inside, so I just said good morning, and he opened the door. It was the husband, the gentleman, and I said, "Hi, I don't know if you remember me from yesterday, but I made you some earmuffs," and I handed it to him. It was in a little baggie, just in case I had to leave it outside or something. I wanted it to be protected. And I think he was a little flabbergasted, but in a really great way, and incredibly thankful. And I just said, I kept it nice and sweet and short because I didn't want to make either of us too uncomfortable. And I just said, "I hope you have a really safe and wonderful trip." And he was just like, "Thank you so much." And I walked off. So I did it. I was weird. It felt amazing. I hope that that it fits him and that he gets some good use out of it and keeps his little earsies all toasty, because nobody wants freezing cold ears. So anyway, when I keep it up, keep being weird. Let that weird free. Okay, I'll make some coffee. As I was making my coffee, I was thinking about the ear warmer that I made and realizing that, these little acts of kindness like that have a ripple effect. And, that gentleman seemed very appreciative, but let's say that he did not care at all. And it was like, it doesn't fit. He doesn't care. He doesn't like it. He thought it was weird, whatever. But what if the little tiny little that he has that saw me yesterday and then saw me again this morning? There was one that, I said good morning, he opened the door, he just happened to be right there dealing with the cooler, and this tiny little just peeked out and was looking at me, just absorbing every word I was saying, listening to me intently. And I didn't pay much attention to her because in that moment, in that setting, you know, it might have been strange. So I was just talking to the gentleman, but I'm remembering retrospectively, oh, she was right there. She was like fully engaged. And what if that's the impact, you know, or part of the impact? What if this is a formative memory for her and her tiny little brain, and she remembers forever that really kind lady that went out of her way and made those earmuffs because Dad needed them and it was cold the day before? And what if that part has a ripple effect? You know, that's where the message of kindness can be most powerful. The message of kindness happens in the exchanges that you have with each individual person that you meet. And then it ripples outward. You know, you can change the trajectory of someone's entire day, their entire week, just by having a very kind exchange with them and, you know, giving them or sharing something with them, being vulnerable with them, being real, just showing that you care, treating them like a human being that matters. Something like that could completely change the trajectory of someone's life in one moment. And, you know, as I was making the ear warmer last night, I was thinking to myself, you know, if we are all, which I believe, one expression of the same consciousness, the same oneness, we're all connected, we're all the same. We're not just brothers and sisters, we are all the same. Then me making the ear warmers is really keeping my own ears warm. So I did it for that part of me. That's the level of connection that I feel to other people. That we are oneness, that they are the same as me, and when I do something kind for them, I am doing it for me. I hope we can all someday get to that place, because if everyone could live through that understanding of what's happening and the connection that we all have together and treat each other as you would want to be treated. See, the information and the message has always been here with us. The great spiritual leaders of the past have been teaching the same thing. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It's all the same principle, that we are all the same and we are all connected. So anyway, those are my ramblings.